Okay, we're ready to.
It's probably already out.
But yeah.
Shit, we started late as hell. I didn't know it was 10.
I want to find an acupuncturist and get them to just do all kinds of stuff with my back. My friend went to one, and they told her they were able to pinpoint the fact that she ate too much peanut butter, because if you eat too much peanut butter, you have low back pain a lot.
Interesting.
So they went and stuck some needles back there, and
What does that mean?
because it made a big old knot.
Okay.
What does it do again?
No, acupuncture.
What does it do for you?
It's supposed to, pretty much it relieves whatever pressure you have and what the nerves, wherever they put it. It, it's like trigger point ink. So, yeah.
Very interesting.
Hey, the Chinese have been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years.
Anyways, how we doing?
They live long lives.
We got a few viewers up now.
long lives.
We got a few viewers up.
See some needles in your back.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this thing started, y'all.
Go ahead.
What's going on, everybody? Yours truly, DJ your boy.
Olivia Johnson.
Social butterfly fly.
And we're at another episode of
Happy Hour.
With the Sound On. Let's do this.
don't do that.
Huh?
I know
Don't
we've
be
been having
jinxing.
issues. Right.
Technical
We're
difficulties.
trying something different.
Yeah. We get run through a couple speed bumps along the way here and there.
Speed bumps.
On the way to greatness.
That's what it is. Yo, so who's going first tonight?
I guess I'll go first. I'm going to have to pour it out this time because I just got my nails done today.
Oh my gosh. That really worked. Really? I'm gonna pour it out.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait. Let me see. Oh, I don't want to mess my nails up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. How do you guys feel about breastfeeding in public? How y'all feel? If you've seen a
I think as long as it's not making other people uncomfortable and the child is covered. But there'll be some people that just sit there and they just whip it out and they don't cover the kid, and then that makes it awkward. But I think the person is trying to
boobies before. Why would you be embarrassed?
Because you're not want to eat your lasagna and then look over and see someone just popping out and like.
It's titty milk. That's all what it is. That's not I can see if somebody was throwing up, I'd be like, ugh. But she's pulling out her breastfeeding.
But throwing up is natural too.
That's so no, but it's like you're throwing up your food and stuff. She's literally a baby is sucking on her boobs.
I think it's just like awkward more than anything. Like
most people go to the bathroom anyway to do that now. I mean, most people try to go to the bathroom. They try not to make other people feel awkward.
Yeah, like I was really just like when you're walking by, if you're at the mall or at somewhere, you ain't necessarily expecting to see a titty just out there. Like it just creates an awkward scene. Because
don't look then.
Yeah, it's just an awkward scene. Like now you're telling me where to not put my eyes at. Like I'm not saying that I'm gonna be like, oh, it's a titty, but it's like you sort of draw attention.
That's why most of them, when they doing that, they have like the little covers, so that you kind of know that they're doing it, but it's not as awkward. It doesn't make everyone feel as uncomfortable.
Like for me, it's just weird that it's like.
Well, Winnie. Honestly, this didn't even become an issue until probably like 20 years ago. Most people would just go to the bathroom and do it or bring bottles. Most people weren't sitting in restaurants feeling like they need to breastfeed their kids.
I'm about to whip it out. Just don't look. That's all I got to say. Because when the baby is hungry...
But how do you tell somebody not to look?
Winnie, 25 years ago, people weren't doing that.
I'm not going to get up and go somewhere just to go feed my baby because y'all feel uncomfortable. I'm about to whip the titty out and feed the baby.
You have to realize, too, it's just... recently a couple of the last decade and a half have become more socially acceptable to do it anyway, because people, when you think about it, when we were growing up, people didn't do it.
Well, I ain't got kids, so I don't understand how the eating schedule has to be that crazy to where, oh, my baby's hungry right now. I gotta.
You got to.
But most people,
you don't want to mess up that schedule.
But most people, when they took their kids out, when you think about it, when we were growing up, if people took their baby out, they would get up and go to the bathroom to do it. They wouldn't be sitting there like, oh yeah, y'all just keep on eating. I'm just going to go and feed the baby and just have it.
Like, I could see someone at a coffee shop or somewhere. It ain't a lot of traffic and, okay, you're in a place where you're eating, the baby's eating.
Yeah.
But not a busy restaurant.
But yeah, like, or just going down the mall, like, I don't know. It feels like me popping open an MRE in the middle of war. Like, there's a battle going on here.
And you're hungry.
Yeah.
I need a snack. I feel a little bit tired.
Especially now, like, COVID season and stuff like that. I don't think your baby should be out anyways. But,
yeah,
let's take away COVID season. Let's pretend COVID season hadn't happened. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just like, you're dealing in a place where it's like, I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of weird and unknowns happening all around you. And with all that going on, and I'm not saying people ask for it because it's not the case, but you sort of risk creepy individuals.
Yes, because like, there are people that are going to try to sexualize.
You risk attracting that.
That's true.
I think most people try now to at least to feed their kids before they go out so they don't have to deal with it. I leave the baby at home.
I would just rather get it out the way. Like, what would a dad do? What if a dad's a single father here? He ain't just whipping his titty out.
He's giving baby a bottle. He's giving baby a bottle.
Exactly.
That is not the same.
Hey, mama, put some of that titty milk in this bottle.
I mean, I'm going to
be like, little man to the ball real quick.
So basically, but if it was if she had covered up, then it wouldn't bother y'all.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't it just would be a lot less awkward.
Yeah, but would it be awkward if she's still breastfeeding the baby at the age of 4?
Yes.
That's just weird. Somebody need to whoop her ass.
Yes.
Somebody need to whoop her ass.
No, you know what's so weird?
Should nobody still be stuck on the titty? Like, you shouldn't be walking up to the titty, pulling it out.
Yeah. Okay, you still feed your baby at 4.
I will say this based off of someone that I know who breastfed their kids. Kid until he was like 3 or 4. Once they got teeth, it's a no-go. You stop it there. Once they start getting teeth and they're old enough to walk and verbalize what they want, you need to stop breastfeeding.
If they can say, "Mama, I'm hungry."
Are you serious?
They can verbalize.
Not like, "Mama." I'm talking about like how I'm saying it right
hungry.
now. "Mama, feed me." Like,
I mean, if they can verbalize and they can at least understand things like "Mama, hungry." Or at least you understand what they're saying, and they have teeth and they can walk around. You need to stop.
There's no rule book saying stop feeding your baby when they have teeth. You still giving that baby all the nutrition.
It ain't no rule book.
This food out here is just nasty, and that baby need that milk. That
but you eat that nasty ass food that you feed them.
Exactly. Okay, on to the next question.
Whatever.
No, you have another kid and you breastfeed that kid.
I would have breastfed mine till he was at least.
You want to say you have another kid and you breastfeed that kid till that boy's 4.
My baby, he 11 now. Talking about some, "Mama, can I have some breast milk?" I'm like, boy, you know ain't nothing in here.
That's some issues I gotta discuss yourself. Amongst yourself.
No, this is powder.
Okay.
Breastfeed your child till he was a
Is there a problem with parents dating their kids' friends?
How is that in there? Oh, that's it, because we were muted last week.
Yes. So, okay.
Yeah.
This is my opinion. If you are... I think it depends on the age of the kid. Okay, so the kid is like in their 20s, and you're like in their 40s, that's fine. But you shouldn't be... I mean, realistically, why would you want to date your kid's friends?
It's off limits. Kids' friends is off limits.
Well, we had a discussion.
Because mama is off limits.
So,
but you said that if you wanted to hook up with the mama, you just wouldn't be friends with the kid.
Exactly. I just did.
So your friends, one of your friends, could not talk to your mother.
Like, no, you don't fool with mama. You don't fool with mama.
I don't know. It's kind of hard.
But see, I feel like it's definitely an age thing. Like, I feel like if the parent is younger and they had the kid young and it's like not really that big of an age difference. Because, I know people who are like in their my friend, for example. So when her kids are like in their 20s, she's going to be like 43, 44. So there's not going to be that big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but also remember, guys do that all the time and no one says anything. Really, it's just because if women do it, people want to say something about it. Guys be in their 40s dating 20-year-olds all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care about the age difference. Because I date a woman 15 years older than me in a heartbeat.
It's just they can't date your mom.
My friends don't date mamas. Like, I don't date my friends' mamas.
But would you smash one of your friends' mama, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because they my friend's mama.
Can we also clarify? Most of all of us, we have regular moms. We don't have moms looking like Jada Pinkett Smith out there. You know what I'm saying? Our moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your mom is like a Jada Pinkett or a Gabby, or, you know, they're very attractive, it's totally different. We all have just regular moms, you know. Like, my mom is just a regular mom.
My mom but she didn't dated a young guy before that I actually worked for her. I worked for him, and she dated him, and I was like, why the fuck are you dating him? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even though the relationship didn't work,
but I think as you get older, age really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but would I date some of my friends' dads? Yes, I would risk it. I'm just playing. I don't know. It depends.
Would you date your granddaddy since you want a sugar daddy? Or Hugh Hefner and date an 8-year-old?
I mean, 1 foot on the banana peel and one in the grave, baby.
Slip a break your hip.
Right. So you wouldn't date one of your friends' dad or granddaddy or nothing?
No. Because their dads are like regular dads. Like, I mean, you know, we all have a stereotype of what parents are, right? Like, you know, you think, oh, dads, they're about 30, 40 years older than you. They help you fix tires or your tire go flat. If a boyfriend's hard,
you can look over that. You can be like,
no, I don't think, no. I mean, but then again, I'm not attracted to older men, so.
That could be it.
You attracted to the young bucks too, huh?
I mean, most of the guys I've dated have been younger than me. Except for my fiance.
Just like them dudes
my
you talking about.
Here's the thing. My fiance is 5 years older. He's the oldest guy I've ever dated.
My fiance is 5 years
older than me. Okay,
though.
most of the guys that I have dealt with have been like now.
Is it rocking the cradle or
the youngest guy that I probably dated would be like 27, 28-ish.
You like robbing the cradle?
But that's the oldest you dated is 27?
No, I said youngest. Would probably be like 26, 27-ish. But that's because I don't feel 38. But I also don't look 38. But also, there's some hard-looking 38-year-olds out there.
Yeah, sure.
Like, there's some hard 20-year-olds looking out there, walking around. So, you know, age is just a number.
No, we were just,
Unless it's underage.
No, we are not listening. No, there's not going to be no Hey, side note, have y'all noticed? That's another time for another time. My personal opinion. I do not think anyone that's 21, 22, or 23 should be teaching a 17 or 18-year-old, period. Because in real life, they could be in college together. 18-year-olds interact with 21-year-olds.
That's true. They're
like their peers. They don't need to be teaching them.
This was funny. I was a substitute teacher at 18. And they assumed I was in my mid-20s. I went for a while that way. Now, the crazy part was when I went back to my old high school. Mm-hmm. Fresh out, just graduated, and I'm back the next year as a substitute teacher.
Wow.
Like, yeah, that made a lot of teachers nervous.
Yeah, I substituted. I used to substitute, too, when I was in my 20s and stuff, and I got asked where was my hall pass, because they didn't know I was the teacher there.
Oh, yeah. I
was like, substituting. No.
But yeah, they shouldn't be. Now, I'll put it like this. You can teach, but it needs to be like elementary, middle school.
You don't need to teach people who you consider your peers.
Yeah, because it did get weird. Like, because there were people like, for instance, for me, I'm still cool with people a year, 2 years under me. We were about to leave after I subbed their class and then go play ball together. It was stuff like that. Or like, you know, there'd be people in the class that did know my age, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm 18. He 19." Mm-hmm. Like,
it's not really
whatever. And then it's completely legal. Yeah, it was just weird that way. So it was just like.
And that's why now you see all these teachers getting arrested. It's like, oh, that teacher's 23 and 26. It's like, that's why you don't need to be teaching those 17-year-olds.
Yeah, we had a teacher, a coach that I'm pretty sure impregnated one of the students.
I wouldn't be surprised to watch these coaches.
Just got transferred.
What? He wasn't old. He was, in his 20s probably?
Yeah, early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta stay away.
I mean, so you remember that case in Florida where that girl ran over her teacher? He was like 26, 27. She was like 17. And then she got pregnant. She was a soccer player. And her parents were like, where did she go? He kidnapped her. They're like, Ashley, he didn't kidnap her. They were dating. Oh, well, she's knocked up. They're like, what? It's like, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess.
No go.
Still on the same subject. So would you date one of your friends' aunties?
Aunties are fair game.
They're
Are
not.
you serious?
Well, because
but you wouldn't talk to the mom.
well, no, I know close proximity.
You can't
technically.
date anybody.
There's
You can't date someone who
nuclear family.
I'm
So
so confused.
would you date their sister?
Sister's fair game.
Just mother. Just the
No,
person
mom.
that gave birth to them.
But sister has to go by brother. If brother says no, it's a no. If brother's cool with it, it's cool.
And aunts, I guess, since they're so far off, it just doesn't matter.
Now, if sister is like grown, now I'm talking how I was like when I was younger. Now, if sister like 30, then shit, sister grown. You make whatever decision she wants to. 25, shit, she grown. She can do whatever she want to do.
Huh. Okay. I guess. You want to pull Robert, you're the last man standing.
You just can't fuck up when you mess with somebody's sister. So
Ruin a
you gotta
friendship.
realize that you want them problems if shit goes south. Alright. What am I pulling today?
Well, you know who wrote the question. So.
First, you wrote one. You wrote
Yeah,
one.
but we know what kind of questions you write.
I wrote the million ones. I wrote
Hey!
what that one say?
What adult skills do you need to know growing up?
The do's and the don'ts.
Things that you need to know to be...
How to cook rice and grits, because that took me a long time.
Rice,
Took
yes.
you a long time to boil?
It took me a long time to get them grits down to perfection. And the rice.
The bag tells you how to do it. The bag says, bring pot of water to boil. And the easiest way, and legit, FYI, the easiest way to check to see if it's done is either you throw a little bit of oil in there and it starts bubbling. I mean, the bubbles on at the bottom will tell you if it's done, if it's ready.
First of all, I'm black and I visual it, because, like, we don't even, like...
Whitney, I'm black, too. I mean...
I'm saying, when we season our food, we don't follow instructions. We be like, bam, bam.
Well, when you're trying to...
I follow the instructions.
Well, when I season... Okay, Christine, when I'm
It's
cooking
grits.
it, I follow instructions. But once I'm seasoning, I don't.
Exactly.
But you should know how to boil
But
water.
it's grits. Use sugar if you use
I said
sugar,
it took
salt,
me a long-
pepper,
I know how to do it
some
now.
cheese,
How
little
long
butter.
How long did it take you to learn how to cook rice? I learned how to cook rice when I was 8 years old.
Oh, no. I was, like, in my 20s.
No. In my 20s, I was making full cakes, pies,
This the
lasagnas,
motherfucker who burnt the
and
noodles.
were?
making basic turkeys.
This
Like,
would be the
I was
motherfucker in college who burned
I
the
still do
noodles
now.
in the dorm room.
what?
About forgetting to put the water on it and some shit.
burning popcorn in the microwave
Yeah.
in the dorm. I know
For
people
10
that did
minutes.
that. Yeah, I know people that did that.
Burn
Cooking
some
too
shit.
long. Set up
Oh, you
smoke
got
alarms.
some flashbacks happening right there. It happened. What happened? Go ahead, tell the story.
You knew she did
So,
it.
I was popping some popcorn. I think I put it on 5 minutes. Yep.
Where at?
Oh, it was at my auntie house. I wasn't even there.
Girl, you can't set the whole house on fire. 5 minutes on the bag, it tells you to do two. Literally on the bag it says 2 minutes to 2:30, depending on what brand you use.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you the directions on the bag. There's the reason why you follow directions. To not set the house on fire.
I don't follow directions, obviously.
Pay your bills. That's important.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Wait until you start making money before you get a credit card.
Yeah, because when you're in your teens and 20s in college and you're out on your own, you become reckless. Going out to the bar,
Yeah, because
running up the
I
tabs.
had a. Ooh.
Find out what you want as soon as possible. Find out who you are. Go ahead and get that out the way. Because you get to the point where you got to start paying bills and working all the time. You mess around and never find out, the things that truly make you happy. Yeah, I would definitely give some advice like that.
So
learn what it is you want.
That's what you would tell your younger self right now.
Yeah. And I wish I had made everything a money thing at a younger age.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. It used to be college. Oh, you have a degree, you get a job. Now that doesn't necessarily work that way. But
Bless you.
Again,
Bless you.
2 times. But yeah, like before, but now college is costing more and not even giving you the same prestigious education.
Bless you. You can just go and get an associate's and get a better job than someone that has a 4-year degree.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like, definitely look at that as an investment. If what you truly want doesn't require a degree, that may not be best to do that as the first step. Unless you just learn better that way. If you learn better in the classroom, do your thing. But
so trade school would be kind of like a good school to go to after you graduate or something, you think?
I would say learn a trade. You don't have to go to the trade school to get a trade. But you can learn a trade in high school. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can learn a trade in high school. Go ahead and start being an apprentice. And then by the time you're done, you at least can make money on your own, if nothing else.
Because some places will just hire you based off experience and not even having a degree.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are just going.
Yeah.
I learned how to work on cars on YouTube. Excuse me. And I got offered jobs at Firestone.
Oh. Well, damn. Didn't even go to school.
Well, everything I was interested in, you would have to go to school for. You know, if you want to be a doctor, you need to go to school.
Yeah, you need to go. You better go to school.
You better go to school. Hey, clearly there are people out here faking being doctors. They're not catching it until like 2 years later when they're operating on folks.
Man, like my man who
that kid in Florida, yeah, the one who was in the ER doctor for 2.5 years. He was 18.
What are y'all talking about?
He was this kid. He was like, what, 18, 19? He faked being a doctor for 2.5 years. In the ER, saving people's lives. Then they figured out that he wasn't a real doctor. He was a teenager.
Wow.
I.e., you can go online and get any kind of fake degree.
That dude was the GOAT for that one.
Any fake degree. Hey, at least he was saving lives and he didn't kill nobody. Thank you. Thank goodness. He didn't kill anyone.
But did
he
he get in trouble and go to jail or something?
Yeah. He got in trouble because he falsified documentation, making fake degrees and stuff. Which clearly they didn't really even check if he was able to be a doctor and work in a hospital.
Yes.
What? Hey, but he was smart though.
Clearly he was smart.
Right. 2 years? You went 2 years without anybody?
There were a lot of
I
smart
don't know
people.
if it was that long. But
It was a long time. It was a while.
It was long enough. Like,
yeah.
If he
dude was in there really.
It was
like,
over. It was more than a
They need to do
year.
a
This sugar was going away.
I need to look that up.
I can't remember the name, but I mean, clearly there are a lot of smart
documentary.
people because if there wouldn't be Ponzi schemes where people are making millions of dollars, ripping people off.
You
There
don't have
wouldn't
to
be
go to
fake
school
doctors.
you don't have to go to school to grow marijuana.
I mean, you still gotta know how to sell it.
Yeah.
If you
And
do
now,
that.
actually, funny enough, a lot of people that have gone into that are retired scientists from NASA.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Because they know all the logistics stuff behind it.
I'll be.
At least the ones here in Huntsville.
Botany would be a good little skill to have.
Yeah.
Knowing botany and all of that.
Yeah.
I want to buy some land and just put a big ass garden on it.
Yeah.
Like have a spot in every neighborhood where you probably buy like 4 houses that's all next to each other and use them whole couple acres as just for the neighbors.
Ooh, that would be dope. That would. I'm into that. Sounds good, Robert.
I can't grow shit though. I have to find me a botanist. But
I can't grow nothing
Well, because you have to
either.
think about, I mean, there's a science to it. Like, yeah, and find the climate, the soil, all that stuff. I mean, there's an art to growing stuff,
Yeah, like
the sun, where it shines, all that stuff.
maybe no trees around.
I bet you where I stay it'd definitely be perfect because I stay in the country.
Alabama's not bad weather. You can pretty much grow anything out here.
That's how we end up becoming a state. We don't want to talk about that though.
I was about to say, can't no girls grow no
That's
edges.
how we. I mean, the reason Alabama is a state is because it was a good place to grow stuff.
For agriculture.
Oh, okay.
Alabama and Mississippi, reason they're states. Good places to grow stuff.
That would be perfect. Like, we can just get that going. Like, we can make some money.
Yeah. I would definitely teach a younger self some business skills. How to get customer service, stuff like that.
Money management.
Yeah, a lot of money management.
Whenever you get large amounts of money, you don't blow it.
I know, Robert. Like, ooh, I was 18. I was making. I should have.
Because if you think about all the money you had in your 20s to now, you know,
I would have been sick because I was making like, I was making
I mean, at the time, you know, it didn't seem like you were wasting it, but now you're like,
yes, now I
blew
think
through
about
a lot of money.
I need to make a nice little bit. Should have been a stripper.
No.
I should have been. Definitely would have made a lot of money.
Think so? What would have been your name?
I don't know. Social butterfly fly.
No.
So what would you have been socially butterfly?
Them booty cheeks, like blah 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 blah. You know.
That is not a stripper name.
What would
Butterfly.
it look like? Like, what would you do?
So,
are you really having this discussion right
Absolutely.
now?
Okay. So
well, now you got her up here trying to do a reenactment.
Yeah, what would happen? Go ahead.
I can't do it right now because first of all, one of the cheeks is broken.
How you break a cheek?
It's like sitting in these hard chairs.
Ain't
It's
nothing
hard.
wrong with your ass.
Sitting in
Nothing
this
wrong
hard
with your
chair.
ass.
Oh man, I would have made some money.
Oh my gosh, no.
I'm calling fourth.
No.
I'm calling that out.
No, I'm thinking more of, I mean, the money situation, not stripping.
Oh.
Not doing anything,
skills.
not doing.
Gotta have stripper skills to make
Not
some
doing,
money.
I'm gonna say, not doing anything that would come back to haunt me.
Well,
Thank God
no.
I did a lot of stupid stuff before the social media thing blew up. Thank God I did all that stuff before anyone could document it.
A strip club wouldn't hold you back.
It wouldn't.
An OnlyFans account will
We'll
hold
you
your
back.
ass.
Because it's not there forever. It's not there forever, yes. That's why anything that you did before 2007, people don't know about unless you talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
Anything after that, you're just screwed.
Mm.
Especially now, if you get an OnlyFans account, you might well just.
Which, by the way, I did open.
Are you serious?
I haven't been on there since I opened it.
Robert.
I did. I had to, Robert. Trying to make some money out here. Ain't we talking about adult skills? Well, that's one.
What you
I'm
gonna
trying to
do? What you
twerk
gonna
it?
do
I
on
mean,
the
Well, hopefully,
OnlyFans?
hopefully I can
just doing boob stuff. Just
yeah, probably
doing
boobs or like
pics.
showing my feet or something. Cause I actually. What is this? Robert?
You doing all of that?
What is that? The titties going like that? No, I don't know.
Clearly, he's saying you're gonna be doing breast tricks.
You'll be like, oh girl, that gets the beer cans and.
That I seen that.
Yeah, it was on
I
Bosch.
did
It was
not
on
do that.
Bosch.
Oh, what? I can't remember where I seen it.
No,
but-
she was on Bosch.
Oh, okay.
And those women are crazy. Like, you know, they make their boobs bigger and bigger, and they have to go and get like pig skin to spin their skin because after a certain point, your skin.
Pig?
Yeah, because your skin can only expand so far. So they have to go and get pig skin because it's similar to human skin to put on there. And then the one lady, they put a flashlight up against it, and it was shining through the boob. It's awesome.
You watched the
Can't you tell I used to want to be a
wonder if
plastic
her titties
surgeon?
Turn to
Yeah.
bacon in the sun.
Oh, who now?
They probably couldn't come to Alabama. Their titties turn to bacon out here.
Anyone else? Most of them have to sleep like this on their back because their boobs, and if they slept on their chest, they would die because there's so much. Like one of them, her breasts literally were like 40 pounds a piece.
I would have thought if she slept on her back.
No, like
would
she has to
die,
sleep
but
elevated. She
can't.
has to sleep
okay.
elevated, so she sleeps like this.
Like a.
Getting some gotta be horrible.
That and then the crazy women they used to get butt implants where they put breast implants in their butts.
This joke is crazy.
Crazy.
People will do anything for a snatch body.
I guess.
I don't have these problems, thank God.
Me neither.
What was that?
With that being said, that's our time. Appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Now it's time to get drunk.
Yeah, buddy, I'm taking my bike ride, though.
Are you for real?
Yeah, get on the back on the bicycle.
That's
Ride
fine.
around
I'm gonna have to
the
go
city.
with you one night.
I don't see that ever happening.
I'm gonna go for real, Robert.